Alright, so we've pushed go live. And I just got to check I'm not having some problems here with quality or anything like that. How you guys doing? Hopefully you can hear me and all that good stuff. If you hear any echoes, that's probably because I'm just checking a couple of things out real quick. And you're probably seeing some crazy B-roll at the moment as well. Alright, okay. I'm seeing that 1080p now. And you probably heard a bit of an echo. How you guys doing? Alright, we should be good. We should be all live, all happy. If you hear any echoes, and you're probably hearing more echoes as I check things out. Because for a second, YouTube didn't want to preview everything in like the full resolution before I went live. You get like a little preview window when your stream is like encoding, and then it's meant to show you what it's going to look like, but it was like, hey, it's 360p, and I'm kind of worried about that, but now that it's live, it seems all good. Alright, what do we got right here? Because we got some opening night live stuff going on today. They are doing a little kind of pre-show thing before everything kicks off with a full kind of reveal. So what is going to happen today is we're going to have opening night live in general. So they're talking about quite a few different games. Obviously, there is a Destiny section for that. So that's kind of the main focus. We're going to watch as things kind of kick off, and we'll wait for the Destiny stuff. And then we'll maybe revise over some of the Destiny stuff, you know, shortly afterwards, because we should be getting some details about Stasis, which should be pretty exciting. So I'm just kind of getting my head ready to get my head around it, I guess. But yeah, my day's going good, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Josh, what's up, bro? Dude, thank you so much for the tip. Super, super kind of you. As always, when I go live on YouTube, I'm feeling super flustered. It's like, all of a sudden we are live and things just happen. I'm really bad at testing streams out. So when I actually click go live, I'm just like, please, nothing break on me. Also, while we're here, we have some world premieres coming up apparently in just a second. So I'm just going to test my recording real quick. Make sure it doesn't cause any problems for us with the stream, because we're going to want that recording for all the reveals later on. Okay, so it's good. We'll stop the recording. It still doesn't crash anything, so that's hopefully a positive. How are we sounding, guys? Everything sounding nice and clean? All that good stuff? I certainly hope so. I may have some crazy audio for a second in just a moment as we swap over to the opening night live stuff. But I'll try and get the levels kind of reasonable so we can take a look at the other stuff that's coming up. But once again, we're going to focus on the Destiny stuff. And once that Destiny stuff does drop, we'll kind of revise what we've seen right there. So if you do want to check out just the pure opening night live stream with all of the kind of reveals that they've got today, then the link for that is in the description for the stream right here. So you can sort of go and check out the pure stream from Gamescom if you like. But it should be an interesting one. So yeah, information about Stasis, apparently. Alright, and we're just going to try and get some of these levels right.
Just now joining us, this is the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. That was a trailer for a video game and not an anime, and I'm Kyle Bossman, not important. For the next 20 minutes, much less than now, we are counting down the minutes until the big show, Opening Night Live, in which you're going to get fresh looks at Fall Guys Season 2, Destiny 2,
Whoop.
Call of Duty Black
Destiny
Ops Cold
2.
War was just announced yesterday. We're already getting to see more of that tonight. Lots of things to see. Cindy Goodman from IGN is going to be giving out the Gamescom awards for Best PC Game, Best PlayStation Game, Best Xbox Game, as well as talking about some brand new shows from IGN that they are debuting this week at Gamescom. Lots of stuff in ONL. It is going to be a chunky, thick show. But in the meantime, for this
Sorry about
show,
that
it is
B-roll.
time now for another world premiere on our end. The game next that we're going to see is called Quantum Error. And parents, let me warn you now. It's time to put the kids to bed, because it's about to get scary as hell in here.
Just messing with some levels right there, guys. How you doing?
It is the afternoon.
Dirt, thank you so much for the $1. Josh, once again. Redrix, how you doing, man? And Love, hey Houndish, hope you're doing well. You were tested for COVID-19 and feared the worst. Turns out you got herpes, but thank God it's not COVID. Man, I mean, thank goodness. Okay, when that trailer stopped, I genuinely thought that something bad was happening.
We did it. That artifact you recovered. Held the answer to all our questions. We can control them now. Use them to travel the stars.
Looks kind of trippy, man.
Humanity's reach will be infinite.
Looks kind of interesting. Guys, if you're just jumping in to hang out, how's it going? We're just checking out some of the
We've got a lot
pre-show
more world
right here.
Exclusive trailers to go, more pre-show to go, an interview with Geoff Keighley. Next up, we have a cold brand synonymous.
Carlos, my dude. Love the channel and content, Houndish. Greetings from the Bronx, New York. Cheers, my dude. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Josh, bro, you're the real OG. I've been enjoying your videos since D1. Keep it up. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys hanging out as well. We're going to be mainly kind of checking out the Destiny stuff today. Kind of waiting for that and seeing what we get. I've heard apparently that the Destiny stuff could be dropping somewhere in like a Microsoft segment of the show today. I'm not sure if that's 100% true or when that segment is in the show, because it will be sort of a couple of hours long. So we'll just have to wait and see. But the Destiny stuff should be pretty exciting when we do get it. Nick, my dude, I love your vids, Houndish. Always keeping me updated. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can keep you posted on the world of Destiny. Carry on, dude. Thank you for becoming a member. That is absolutely awesome of you. Super excited by it, dude. Valkyrie, how you doing? When will Amanda ever finish working on that Sparrow she's been repairing for almost 3 years? I know, right? She takes her time. Must be seeking, you know, pure perfection right there. Yeah, I'm not sure if the stream, the whole kind of stream volume is low, or whether you mean the background kind of element. I can crank it up a little bit.
I feel like, honestly, I probably would have finished a couple of books.
If there was no game, what else would I do? I mean, I like tech, but you need to do things on the technology. And so if I can't play things, if I wasn't into gaming, yeah, it'll be a lot of TV watching.
If there's out there a universe where I'm not a gamer, then I probably would start to game.
I think I will try something to
Just
put
checking some
smile
levels and
on the
stuff,
face
guys.
of, everyone.
I would watch a lot more movies and read more books and get bored.
Welcome back to the opening night live pre-show.
All right, I can use this to try and
This
just
is
adjust
only
some
the
levels
second
right
year
here.
of ONL existing, but I think it is safe to say that this year's will be unconventional. So to tell us what to expect from the show this year, please welcome Geoff Keighley. We are now joined by Geoff Keighley, host and executive producer of Opening Night Live. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So back in April, Gamescom said we're going digital this year. When did you start thinking about ONL and how that's going to look?
Well, we knew last year we were going to do another ONL this year because it was a big success. But yeah, we had no idea what format it was going to take. Normally we are in Cologne. This year we're doing it from Los Angeles. But I actually, Gamescom came to me and said, we definitely want to do ONL. It's a digital event for the whole world. So even if we don't have something physically in Germany, we still want to do this show with you. And I said I was doing Summer Game Fest, and maybe we can bring all these things together to create this grand finale for the show. And all summer, I was really hoping to do a show that was a little bit bigger than I've been, broadcasting from home here for many months. And I wanted to do something with kind of a set and a little bit of spectacle to it, and bring the whole industry together. And that's what we're going to do.
So is it going to be just as long as a regular show?
Yeah, we have like 2 hours of stuff to show folks from across the industry. Like the big stuff, the biggest games out there like Call of Duty, and then a lot of really, interesting titles. Of course, we're going to have some amazing next-gen stuff in the show, and Fall Guys Season 2, which has, become a thing over the past couple of weeks. So it's really fun to have like the big and the small and the surprises and next-gen all blended together. But yeah, it's a full-blown show, 2 hours.
Is it going to be just back-to-back trailers, or are you going to do some interviews and demos?
You will definitely see trailers. You will see some extended gameplay demos of some titles as well. There will be a few interviews with a couple of developers. We've got some special guests. And one thing I will say kind of right out of the gate is that this is not sort of wall-to-wall shock and awe announcements of new games similar to last year at Gamescom. We have some really big updates on games that fans are excited about and meaningful, but the kind of big surprise announcements, we have a few things in the show, and we have lots of great things planned for the Game Awards. But similar to last year, this is really a showcase of like big holiday games coming next year that about. So I would tell people to set their expectations to be really meaningful updates on existing games versus blowing you away with surprise shock announcements.
Great. Jeff, I'm personally...
All right, I'm just adjusting some volumes there, guys, so you can crank it up on your end. Because we got this stream kind of maxed out at the minute. I'm just adjusting a couple of things. Appreciate the tips from you guys, though. Aaron Deep, my dude, thank you for joining us with the membership. LOL, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Ricky as well, love the content. What system do you play on? I play mostly PC these days, but still Xbox. A fair amount as well. I'm kind of all over the shop.
We haven't felt this summer, right? And a lot of the events this summer have been pre-taped, and they've been great, and lots of cool game info. But I really wanted to do something live with a lot of energy to it. So if we do things right, that's what people are about to see.
Very cool. Good luck with everything.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for hosting the pre-show.
I swear they are literally turning this.
So just so we're
the
all
stream
on the
audio
same page
down,
about what
man,
just happened,
on their end
that
or
was
something.
Basically an interview with my boss using questions that I mostly already know the answers to. So considering all that, I think that went pretty well. Next up, we do have another world premiere trailer, baby. Vroom vroom honk honk for Dirt 5.
Yeah, cheers for hanging out, guys. We're gonna see when we get that Destiny stuff. Hopefully the levels will be a bit more balanced right now. Jordan, my dude, thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. Looking forward to the amazing content from you this November. I will do my best, my friend. We are here. Don't worry. But yeah, guys, if we have any kind of... if you guys want to catch the pure stream or anything like that, because we are focusing on the Destiny stuff, then the link, once again, is in the description. So if you want that pure stream, or you need an emergency link, we got it covered in the description down below. That'll be the opening night live stream right there. Samuel, my dude, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. It's awesome to have you with us. Feel free to add me up, Ricky. I jump in when I can. Obviously, it's tough to get in the game with everyone, but we do what we can. And once again today, hopefully we're going to be getting a nice juicy look at some Stasis stuff.
So you think like
for
a
Beyond
vampire
Light.
bit a car and sucked out gas?
So it's kind of a different whole
To be continued.
experience for me.
It is now
right
time
here.
for the part of the pre-show that I've been reading your live comments.
To
see them
be
right now.
you know, talking about
Everybody's
Destiny
blowing up,
and kind of looking out
demanding
for the Destiny
Kyle's
stuff
10 reasons to be
specifically.
excited for opening night live. Well, let's kick it off. Reason number 10 to be excited for opening night live 2020, feeling excited for next gen again. Number 9. Great reason to be excited for opening night live 2020. Destiny trailers
All
are
right,
usually
we
pretty
had some
good.
audio
Number
funkiness
7,
right
it
there.
will mean this pre-show is finally over. Number 6, Call of Duty Black Ops.
A little bit of audio funkiness, but I think we managed to improve the situation a little bit.
Number 4,
And then we're talking about how it'll be exciting to get a Destiny trailer as well.
2020.
It's gonna be pretty awesome.
Series PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Tristan, my dude, thank you so much for the $5. Love your videos. Keep up the great work. I'll do my best, my friend. That's very kind of you. You guys are absolutely amazing as always. The support is absolutely incredible. Really do appreciate you all.
And this trailer is an announcement of a Switch version.
Apparently we've got one final pre-show trailer. Hopefully the levels are going to be a little bit better for us right here.
Dinosaur-y. Enjoy.
I'm going to take the opportunity to use this to check some levels
I think that
myself.
things are going to turn out differently, huh? Well, the ones before you did too. Because they believed that they were in control. And control, well, here's the thing. Humanity is desperate for it. We are seduced by it. But we never really possess it. You see, life can be tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be contained. And what makes us such unique creatures is knowing the power of what we're up against and still believing that we can win.
Nice. I think we improved our audio situation just a little bit right there as well.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this
So that's the pre-show right there. Up next is going to be the main show, and we'll have to see where the Destiny stuff sits in that list. Once again, we don't really know when it's going to be, but we are definitely going to try and focus on the Destiny stuff. So we'll wait and we'll see it, and then hopefully if there's some stuff to recap right there, that'll be our next kind of thing to touch on. So we'll see what we get. So what are you guys most excited for to see as far as Beyond Light is concerned? There's definitely a good list of stuff that I think we're anticipating, right? And Stasis is a really interesting one too, because obviously it's not just like a set of abilities, right? It's an entire element into itself. So we don't really know how that works with, you know, armor affinity and weapons. There's also the element with enemies and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty awesome. There's definitely a lot of questions to answer, and hopefully more kind of customizable skill trees and stuff. So
Welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want to acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games. And with that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday. Call of Duty Black Ops
They were bound to
Cold
talk
War.
about this one
and
pretty
joining
soon, I
me
guess.
is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work on from nearly the beginning of development. We knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars that built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original.
I was kind of
Black
curious
Ops
how you
and
guys
be
will
that
react to
direct
the Call of
sequel
Duty
game.
stuff.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited
As far as
about is
Destiny, we just gotta wait and see when it drops, man. It's part of a full kind of opening night live reveal.
Walk us through your thinking there.
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard-driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that
Multiple
Black Ops are
endings.
willing to take risks, and we all
Sounds like they're trying to double down on campaign. Still trying to be interesting.
to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there...
No, the Destiny stuff has not dropped yet, by the way. Once it does, we'll kind of recap a little bit on what we learned from that.
Outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
Sometimes the stream seems to get a little bit choppy on their end, but I think it's on their end. I'm pretty sure, looking at things.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world. Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
Damn, Reagan. Interesting. Kind of curious. Jordy, thank you for becoming
Tonight
a member,
we
my
have
dude.
some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one, a new
Midgarden.
next-gen narrative action-adventure game
I appreciate
from
it, tip,
Reflector
man.
Entertainment in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna.
I think you know why we're here, Houndish. Of course, it's for that Destiny stuff, man. We're still waiting for it, by the way. We're looking at some other stuff while we wait for the Destiny things to drop. Pretty crazy trailer graphics going on there. It looks pretty cool. Kind of pretty. David, dude, thank you for becoming a member. Super appreciate that. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
All right, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look.
Got some Doom stuff going on.
Expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1.
Today, for Destiny, we're expecting some Stasis stuff. Hopefully a good look at Europa as well. Maybe a few never-before-seen things.
For some time now. I knew the word the moment you set foot in the room. Your gifts are owed to us now.
The player has arrived. Please proceed with control
pretty fun.
We want to resurrect the only ones who can save this world.
Looks pretty crazy, man. I need to play more Doom, you know. Thank you guys for the heads up as well about the stream lag.
25th anniversary of a legendary
Believe the little bit of
studio.
lag is on the opening night
Tonight,
live
Casey
side.
Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you.
Interesting.
Hey Geoff, it's great to see you again.
BioWare stuff.
You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
Dragon Age stuff.
I've been at BioWare for a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
That's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, and another part want to do both.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
More Dragon Age. Kind of interesting. I've never played Dragon Age.
Time for something special.
We got something special. Interesting.
Great Scott! I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future.
I'm Emmanuel Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we know who you are, but what are you doing
Geoff,
here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Bernardshire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program. Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of, great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want to world premiere a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell.
Well, this was a sudden distraction from the last trailer.
World premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands.
David Bray, dude, thank you so much for the tip. That is incredibly kind of you. I appreciate that, pal.
Doctor's orders.
Sorry about any stream stutter right here. This is on their end, I believe.
That's on his head! No!
Let me give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go? Wait, there, we got it. He looks good as new.
Now grab the good arm and bring it in here! We're dying! He's dying!
This looks kind of horrendous. This would just give me nightmares.
Jesus Christ! Put it back!
Oh man. We don't know when the Destiny stuff's gonna be. Hopefully soon.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
The anticipation for Destiny then was unreal. Jelly Belly, how you doing? Hope you're good, man. Interesting. Bridge constructor. That's something else that I've never sampled, I must say.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more.
Keith, my dude, thank you so much for the tip. Really appreciate that, man.
Games, a digital cosplay contest, and some
Destiny stuff still is coming up. Hopefully soon.
For all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one,
hit that
a
record.
return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Appreciate you guys hanging out, though. We just gotta be a little bit patient.
One elite force stands against the darkness. But even they could use some help.
Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
Sam, I'm blind! Oh, hello, miss.
Stay tuned for more info. I thought I was going to keep going then.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is
Clayton, always glad to see you streaming when I'm bored at work. Cheers, my dude. Really appreciate the support, man. Thank you for the tip. White Knight. Isn't BioWare the ones who made the Anthem game? Yes, they are. That's what I was going to ask about. Like, I'm kind of curious. Anthem is still supposed to be having some updates happen, I think. But the studio is like very much multi-title studio. They're working on like other stuff still, obviously, with the Dragon Age stuff. But that has quite a big fan base of its own, right? Dragon Age.
Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Please be Destiny.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also awesome indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. The Shadowlands, the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as Covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these Covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond.
Linker might need to steal some Vex tech to get the good Destiny parts. I know, right?
Blizzard Entertainment's new
a little bit of time travel, and we can do it.
Afterlives. Enjoy.
Let's check this out, though.
Light, save my soul.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
Oof.
The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon. Uther! The time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself. The moment he falls, we will claim him.
Very dramatic.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Crazy. It does look pretty cool. The illustrations were really neat for sure. What do you guys think, man? Hendrik! Love your content, man. You're an amazing dude. Thought I'd show you some appreciation. That means a lot, man. Thank you so much for the tip. Link and Merrick, thank you so much for becoming members of the channel. I appreciate that. And Clayton, once again, hashtag Cade's Ghost. For real, man. Let's see what we got here. And yes, we are still currently waiting for Destiny reveals. Hopefully very soon. I've said that a couple of times. I'm going to stop saying it. And then maybe we'll actually get it soon. Pretty dope.
October 27th, it is official.
I didn't realize
we
it was
have
more
so much
World
more
of Warcraft.
Opening Night Live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
They have returned. They corrupted, divided, conquered, until finally, the gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. Our last remaining hope, the Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest.
That would be some different looking Destiny armor, wouldn't it? All the medievals, yo. You guys are right, this would be some super medieval looking Destiny. Once again, once we get that Destiny stuff, we'll take a look at what they have to say and show off, and then we'll try and do a quick kind of recap over that stuff. And then we'll have to see if Bungie have any more kind of things to say. It is TWAB Day as well. I'm not sure how that will look, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Lots of Crash Bandicoot in Cologne, apparently. We do not know when Destiny 2 stuff's going to be just yet. We're just having to wait for it. I've heard rumors that it could be in the Microsoft section of the show. I'm not sure when that actually is, though, so it's not necessarily the most helpful info, I guess. Man, I remember 2 years ago being in Cologne for Gamescom. That was really fun. That was with Activision as well, to be fair. That was before Activision and Bungie parted ways. It was fun, man. First time in Germany. It was pretty neat.
Poor Crash apparently didn't get the memo about Gamescom. But to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob. Lou,
a new
what
Destiny
did we see
ornament
with Crash and the Gamescom?
That would be some funky looking stuff.
Apparently you saw him wandering around Cologne, but what he was hinting at was kind of our reveal of what we call flashback tapes, which are a brand new style of level that we are announcing here today.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash 4 narrative?
Jack, my dude, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. We're hanging on for that Destiny stuff, man. Is Destiny today or tomorrow? It should indeed be today. We just gotta hang on and wait and see what we get. Definitely gonna be an interesting one. As we said before, like Stasis being an entire element of its own is gonna be really interesting. We don't know yet how that will affect weapons. Are we gonna get you know, legendary weapons with the stasis element. I think we've seen what may be an exotic with it, right? But also armor affinity, all that kind of stuff. Stasis enemies, and then the skill trees and kind of how you can customize all of that. There's definitely quite a lot to potentially learn, but we'll just have to see how Bungie decide to show it off. I'm hoping for a bit of decent kind of Europa gameplay and things like that as well. And we should say once again, if you guys want to watch the dedicated open night live stream, the link for that is in the description on the stream right here. So you can go watch that if you want to without me babbling on. And you also may want that link if you want to carry on watching anything that happens after the Destiny stuff, because once we get the Destiny stuff, I'll probably focus on giving a quick recap of that and checking out to see if Bungie have any additional info kind of rolling out. But I'll shout that out when we get to it, and you guys can jump over, to the other stream if you want to do that. But we will kind of recap some initial stuff from what they talk about. Midgard's Flame, I love your content, Houndish. Dude, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the tip. And thank you all for hanging out. And to the new members. Loads of you guys showing support today. Really means a lot.
Awesome. All right. Well, Crash 4, it's about time. Looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
After something.
I have become terror. The unseen predator. A rupture that obliterates without warning. Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me. But together, this entire planet will fear us. The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road.
Kind of reminded me of Evolve then for a moment, if you guys remember that.
Cause I feel the way you feel. We will find the source. Whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
KYO, appreciate the stream, Hound. Hope your day is good. Thank you so much, pal. Really appreciate that. Day's going good. Looking forward to the Destiny stuffs. Clayton, once again, I appreciate your support. Do you think the Stasis ability to create will be a part of getting to different areas of the Cosmodrome? Possibly. I mean, I imagine they're going to utilize that space, right? Oh, of course it was Outriders. I was checking my laptop at that point. And we got some juicy Red Bull adverts.
Enter a contender. Yes, leave as a champion.
Arbiter, my dude, thank you for the tip. Love your content. Keep up the great work. Very kind of you, pal.
Time to party.
Hyperscape. I imagine Xbox are going to be really doubling down on kind of launch titles with Halo changing up and stuff. It's going to be an interesting one for them. Once again, for any of you guys who have just jumped in, we haven't seen the Destiny stuff just yet. Hopefully soon.
Welcome to Necromunda. I can see you're new here. Let me get you up to speed. The Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground where we ain't causing trouble.
Jonathan Skinner, my dude, thank you.
No matter how loud we are.
Appreciate the kind words.
Every Orlog says they could.
You said there better be a Cade 7 DLC. You never know. Who knows what will happen in the future? Maybe Cade is part of the Destiny content vault as well, technically. Anthony, man, thanks for always teaching us, informing us, and reminding us why we love Destiny. That's very kind of you, pal. Appreciate that. Andrew, thank you for the tip.
Makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller
Just
than
reset
them
my
doesn't
recorder and
deserve
make
to
sure we're
live.
capturing all the
And
stuff for
they're just as
Destiny.
happy filling you with lead
Ready
as
for
they are
Destiny.
smashing you to pieces with a power maul.
This
Now,
is not
mixing
Destiny.
That whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Under Hive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas.
James, my dude, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate that. Ryan, I'm glad you enjoy the content, pal. Certainly means a lot. Hopefully we're going to have a decent amount of stuff to round up after the stream today. Kind of summarize some stuff in the news, maybe with the this week of Bungie stuff, if that's insightful. Hopefully it will. Bungie tend to drop a couple of things at once, don't they? Like a trailer and then maybe a little bit of follow-up info, stuff like that. We're looking forward to it.
Eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira como
We
a
do
gente
want
interage
Destiny, yo.
com os games, tudo em
For
busca
real.
de experiências mais imersivas.
But we're getting into the, or soon we'll be getting into the second half of things, so we'll see what we get. The stream is like 2 hours long,
one of the
so.
things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of two in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
I'm sure you're right, 90% of folks are looking for D2 right here. For real. 2 people worked on this game, though. I would imagine that that is a lot of effort, no matter what kind of game it is. All the things are made from Minecraft blocks, I think. Not literally Minecraft blocks, but kind of looks like it. Jack, my dude, thank you so much for the tip. Love your content, it's very informative, always helps keep us up to date. I appreciate that, pal. I'm glad you dig it. This is bizarre because it does look like very much like Minecraft because of the blocks. Even though there are many, many more blocks. Not the next Destiny expansion confirmed. When does Destiny New Light stuff get revealed? We're not entirely certain. But we're coming up on the last sort of hour or so of the stream, so it's going to be some point in the next hour or so, I guess. Probably soonish.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look.
Raze, Cade could be a part of the next raid. After all, it takes place in the Deepstone Crypt, and that's where he was made. I believe so. I believe that's how the lore kind of explains things. You never know, it could be a thing. I'm looking forward to seeing the characters they've...
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Mamma mia! This is great! This arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous, with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before! Oh no! Hold on to your toupee, Morrow! Look out below! WWE is L-I-T! You know, I'm a little more old school than Morrow, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action. Oh, wow. Take that, Morrow. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins.
Brian, my dude, thank you so much for the tip. Super kind of you.
Oh, look out, Morrow.
Amazingly kind of you.
Has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a move! Finish him! Oh no! He just hit the snooze button! How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're gonna experience when you head to the Battlegrounds. Whew, that's a big toy hammer! Oh, I can't believe my eyes! Seth Rollins delivers the stomp! What a night! What a night! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen! Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and brawl without limits.
Alright, I just had to mute up for a sec right there. We had some crazy siren action going on outside. Also restart my recording so we got a fresh video.
Again. I have even more awards to announce.
We don't want like
let's
2-hour
get
videos
right
to edit through
The winner
later on.
of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
McCastle, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, my friend, but thank you for becoming a member on the channel. Very kind of you, dude. Once again, guys, still waiting for that Destiny stuff to come up shortly. Once we get it, we'll have a quick recap of what they kind of talk about, and then I'll probably put some video stuff together for later on today as well. So that'll be the focus once the Destiny stuff does drop. But once again, if you want to check out the live stream without my commentary or disruption from our recap of Destiny, then the link for it is down in the description below. Not that I want you to leave or anything, but just giving you all the options, you know. Christopher, dude, thank you for becoming a member. A few new members tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. But all of you hanging out really does mean a lot. And hopefully we're coming up on seeing that Destiny stuff kind of soon. Apparently, a better look at Stasis. Obviously going to be a pretty big deal. Once we get to have a look at it, that is. Lots of interesting things on the screen.
As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom...
Zach, thank you so much for the tip, my friend. Just wanted to drop in and say thanks again for all you do. That's very kind of you, man. Thank you for the support. Incredibly kind of you.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars
I haven't actually seen
fantasy.
any
We've missed those.
of this
In
Star Wars
Squadrons,
Squadrons
you'll suit
game
up and fly for
just
both
yet.
the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer
Sometime
battles,
this century
as well
with
as an
Destiny,
all-new
please.
authentic
I know,
single-player
right?
Story set after the events of
We're
Star
getting
Wars
there.
Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a
I think
glimpse
Deej
of what
just
Squadron's
tweeted
story has to
they got
offer
some stuff
by
coming
taking
up
a brief
soon.
look at one
But
of the single-player missions
define
featuring
soon.
some light narration
Stream's
by
going to
the
be up
Motive
for
team. Let's check it out.
just over an hour total, so... or an hour remaining.
We all choose our path. Light or dark. Freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new Republic. However, the the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new Republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the new Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons.
Star Wars and EA are super popular in the chat, as expected. Lol.
Hunt down this Starhawk and eliminate it. Gladly, Admiral Sloane.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war.
Somebody really expecting Destiny could be quite confused though, right? They click on this stream, they're just like, oh lord, what have they done to Destiny?
Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the
And
reason
Star
I was able
Wars.
to finally get a comm through.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladiators to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorne. Once Thorne is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorne safe. Titan 3, take out those fighters.
Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Go, go, go!
Each mission will immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss, the story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
Interesting. Flying in Destiny is not confirmed. Kate's speech about loot is more inspiring. Oh, Clayton. Thanks for the tip once again, man. My homie Hardy and I hate Destiny. Well, Christian, I appreciate the tip. And Broskinator, my friend. Thanks so much.
This incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort.
Loving the fist bump here.
That inspired the Sims latest game pack. Check this out.
Sims stuff, not Destiny. Crazy, man. Red Ace, they have not shown Destiny stuff just yet. We're still waiting.
One genie. Shupaza
Nirma, Wegrin.
You Sim.
Very bizarre. Cabal on the horizon. Maybe, maybe. But Red Ace, dude, thank you for the tip. Wilson, also, I appreciate that, pal. Best place for Destiny news. That's immensely kind of you, my friend. So many good places for Destiny stuff, so very kind of you.
Still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And of course,
they're hyping up Fall Guys.
Demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5.
Octobro, my dude, thank you so much.
Remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event.
I appreciate that tip, man.
Today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing
Once again, thank you for guys, sorry, for hanging out. 12,500 of you in here. That's pretty crazy, man.
Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
We're definitely anticipating that Destiny stuff. I know. I know.
All right, close your eyes. I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing. Moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole, then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5 and PC from Counterplay. Tonight, we've got a quick sneak peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check this out.
Warlock Gang, they're saving the best for last. Could be the strategy that they've got going on. Hoping the opening night live stream isn't going to start getting too choppy or anything now, all of a sudden. It had been okay for a bit. Believe all of the stutter and kind of a little bit of lag and stuff is on their end.
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first,
I haven't mentioned Destiny.
Saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest
Come on. Maybe it's because it's coming up soon.
Xbox and PS4.
Certainly hope so.
It's also on Switch.
It's definitely coming up, though. Don't worry.
Heart of Deimos.
Expand, explore, tear the veil asunder, subvert new territory to our sovereign will.
These worlds definitely look pretty crazy.
But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
We tried turning it off and on again.
But before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
One crazy game, man.
So many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games during lockdown, whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever, and as a result it's more important than ever that we keep making different interesting things for folk to play.
Once again, guys, we're still waiting for Destiny stuff to drop in. Once we get a look at what they've got to show us today, which should be some stuff about Stasis, and hopefully a fairly in-depth look, right? Because we kind of had a Stasis trailer earlier on, so I'm thinking this one's going to have a much more in-depth look. That's certainly the hope, I think. A lot of us kind of want to see that. Maybe a better look at Europa, some gameplay there. New weapons, little sneaky bits in the trailers or in the gameplay, things like that. Could be pretty interesting. But we're still waiting for it right now. Speak to the manager. I know, right? I wonder what took longer, the Beyond Light Stasis reveal or the Almighty. Find out sometime in the next 50 minutes.
I'm trying to select the appropriate weapon. Watch who you stepping, them snakes all around, you know they connected. When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for.
Oh yeah, definitely Warframe's pretty crazy. Not a game I know a lot about, but I know there is a lot to know. Sorry.
Checking the list. I'm always aware of your current position. I just hold on to the perfect condition. Coming alive. Heat of the night. Now is the time. Coming alive. Heat of the night.
Hogmex indeed. Interesting, man. The Super Mech League.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you. Destiny 2, Beyond Light, Stasis. You're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys Season 2.
All right, we had mention of Destiny and Stasis stuff.
So much more across the next hour.
Coming up, guys, last hour of the opening night live stream at least.
2020. But right now on September,
And we'll see what we're gonna get.
Definitive Edition launches a comprehensive, built from the ground up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
All these guys
soon
in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
One day you're busting your back, doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And the next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy!
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay, then. Welcome to the family.
does look a bit like LA Noire. Updated like that.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
Kind of interesting looking.
Next
Now the
spring, get
Moon's
ready to
Haunted is rolling
experience
out.
memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. You
gotta have some LEGO Star Wars in there, man.
With new fun-filled LEGO humor.
Can't talk
And now
about
we've got
Destiny
your
until
first
you got the
look
LEGO
at the
Star Wars
gameplay
in there.
trailer.
That did look pretty bizarre though.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope. No, there is another.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
The Force will be with you, always.
LEGO Destiny is next. You know it.
Punch it! Not him, the Falcon.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
Huh?
Lol. Mega Bloks Destiny 2. I would probably collect at least some of those.
Man, LEGO Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on
And
Nintendo
Destiny
Switch
2.
and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platform.
We'll have to see what we get, guys.
Troy, our fleshy hero.
Looks like we're gonna have some different previews here for some Switch stuff potentially, and then we'll see what we get. Destiny in a couple of minutes. I don't know if they confirmed this. It would be nice. Yeah, there will totally be a little bit of delay between streams and stuff. Again, I have linked the opening night live stream, their pure stream, down in the description below. If any of you guys want to check out the pure thing. Because once the Destiny stuff has dropped, we're going to kind of immediately pivot to analyzing some of that and talking about it a little bit right here. Just get a quick refresh on this stream page. I get anxious, man, refreshing all these windows and things. The Xbox things now. Yeah, I had to check some check stuff out because my chat was freezing up in the stream window. Make sure I wasn't missing a load of stuff right there. The Batman looks dope, yeah. Doing good, thanks, Dorian. Just excited for some new Destiny things to talk about. It's not a new Destiny mobile game. Not yet. Too soon. Maybe.
Where are we? We're near Little Hope. Did you hear that?
What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
Behave now, stream. Every so often we get a little bit of stutter from the opening night live stream. Don't believe it's something we can do anything about. But a few of you guys said that the some of that delay and lag is, or most of that lag is also present on their side. So just behave when the Destiny stuff drops, man. That's the main thing we need.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak, that was my first time getting into it, and I have put almost 400 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
A lot of conversation about SRL.
Guys, with my friends, it's very funny.
I would love some SRL action again.
I have a few games.
I know Luke Smith kind of mentioned it. Mentioned the possibility of it being a thing, or at least hinted, you know, keep asking for it. The real SRL, man, that's what we need.
I've been doing that basically all year.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although, much like my house, my island is still...
Jin, we love you, Houndish. That's very kind of you, friend.
Up next, we have the award for
Appreciate
Best Microsoft Xbox Game. And the winner is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Donut Entertainment. Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights and a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Geoff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And as we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching.
It's true, man.
Tonight,
Hope you guys are doing all right.
Because we love games and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together. And I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game. This one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control.
Still going to have to hold up and wait for some Destiny stuff, man. Well, we're in like the last 40 or so minutes of this, of the opening night live stream. Struggling to speak right there. But it's got to be sometime kind of soon. Clayton, do you think there is more to what was shown in the trailer ability-wise? I think ice and stasis isn't enough, and they have to be hiding more things. I guess it's pretty hard to say, right? Like, Bungie can make a really good trailer. That's something we know. So it's always cool to see that stuff really early on, but then I guess that's what moments like this are hopefully about. That's kind of the thing we really want to see today is a bit more of the depth of it, you know? Get an idea for how it's going to affect the game, not only in the subclasses, but, you know, enemies, weapons, armor, everything like that. But I think, like, customizable subclasses is kind of a big part of it. That's something players really want to see. Trees that are somewhat reminiscent to what we had in D1, or at least that level of kind of customization, but it's really hard to say. I imagine there is going to be more stuff in there that we just haven't seen yet, right? So I'm holding out some hope. But I appreciate the tip, my friend. Carry on once again with the tip. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Those are some very, very kind words. Looks like Fall Guys is going to be a point of conversation for a moment. I know like a lot of people are playing this, man. You guys been hitting it up?
Setting records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Crazy they got like a Season 2 already, right? Like, they're pushing this pretty hard.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Alec, my dude, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Really appreciate that. Wilson, gotta drop some more love for you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, man. It's pizza time. There's only around half an hour left, and we'll be getting Beyond Light info soon. Eyes up, Guardians. This is true, my friend. Thank you so much for the tip and the support, guys.
See you on the start line.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand, and he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
His truth is marching on.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. Back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Same 14, man. Enjoy your content. Normally watch at stupid o'clock in the morning whilst looking after my newborn son. I appreciate that, pal. Thank you so much.
Appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation
I'm glad you dig it, man.
Before could
Is this the moment?
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer.
We're just gonna have to wait and see.
A conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento.
Again, guys, sorry to reiterate for any of you guys who've been here for a little bit, but we're going to focus in on that Destiny stuff. So once they've done the Destiny stuff in the stream, we'll jump back and kind of look back over some of it, which will, in a way, kind of prep me up for a video, a bit of a recap. And then I'll go ahead and work on that stuff and see if Bungie have got any other kind of updates. But if you want to carry on watching Opening Night Live, the link for it is down in the description box below. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to say that correctly. But Geoff, dude, thank you for the tips. Thoughts on having an exotic upgrade material that could be used to raise the level of Sunset weapons, rare like the exotic cipher this season? That would be pretty interesting, I guess, man, for sure. I guess Bungie's concern with it would be trying to avoid a situation where like loads of people try and gravitate to one exotic, right? Because it's like crazy good in the meta still, despite being Sunset. But I think it could be a pretty interesting concept, like if they had an item just for that.
I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment. When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we were going to...
Dev Samurai, dude, with the $50. Great channel and great Destiny content. Thanks for all you do, Houndish. Man, I really appreciate that. That is incredibly kind of you.
It's a series that is grounded in...
Thank you so much for the $50. You guys are absolutely awesome. Catherine, thank you with the $5. Thanks for all you do. I hope you're doing good. I appreciate your continued support. Super kind of you.
Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2000.
Clayton, don't apologize. Gotta love that soothing voice. That's very kind of you, Clayton, once again. I appreciate it. And Eddie Steady Go with the new member. Dude, thank you for joining us on the channel. Once again, thank you all for hanging out and for the incredible kindness you guys show. I really do appreciate it. Again, we're coming up on that Destiny stuff pretty soon. We've got some interesting Respawn stuff here as well.
Story. Let's take a look.
I know this is the first time
I hate how it starts stuttering like after every trailer starts.
Let me be clear with all of you. I'm scared too.
Welcome to France, gentlemen. I lead the local resistance cell. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Members of the resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt. Lieutenant. Be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Like I said, boom.
There are things as people I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Somehow this motley crew was
Bet,
tasked
thank you
with
for the
saving
tip. What do you think about the Darkness Hunter subclass having a melee that knocks you out of your super? Like a suppress kind of thing. That would definitely be pretty interesting. And yes, that is a VR game. I think that could be an interesting idea. Kind of tricky to pull off, maybe. That might make it sort of a balanced concept. I think it could be pretty cool. Alec Mitchell with the $5. Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. This is indeed true, and has been true for quite some time, right?
Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed
Pedro, dude, thank you for the tip. Love you and all you do for the community. That's super kind of you.
What can we expect?
I feel like super fortunate to have you guys, you know, enjoy the content and everything like that. It's always crazy when people say thanks to me, you know, like, I feel really, really fortunate. So thank you so much for that. It's amazing.
Going back to its roots was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience.
Eddie, my dude, you're too kind. Donating us board, honestly. Man. Very, very kind of you indeed. Rally Point, I appreciate the tip as well.
The Office of Strategic Services.
You guys are awesome, man.
Commonly known as the OSS.
Fighting the Cabal
And
on
their
Mars for
mission
5
was
years.
sabotage,
I know, right?
Espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, you know, which is
Hopefully be on light soon, guys. Appreciate the patience. We just gotta wait for the thing. Unfortunately, we can't skip ahead or anything like that. We just gotta wait till they go for it, I'm afraid.
The French resistance getting ready for the invasion. Act 2 is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful.
Sam Scott, how's it going?
About building that.
Cheers for dropping by, my friend.
Connection. And it just makes the experience.
Josiah, thank you
authentic.
for the tip. Super appreciate that.
Vince, I know this series is really
Torn,
close to your heart.
my dude. I wonder which enemy faction will have the
trailer
least
felt like
attention next season.
There's so much there.
What do you think will get the least overall? That's kind of a difficult question, right? I think the Fallen obviously are going to be kind of a big deal. I've seen Vex on Europa and trailers and stuff. Not sure about Cabal. Did we see many Cabal? Maybe some Cabal as well. It's hard to say. I guess there's the seasons as well, right? Like whether they kind of focus in on specific enemy types and characters throughout the seasons. I would kind of guess maybe Cabal we see a little bit less of, but we'll have to see.
Making feel good, and one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck? You just duck. And how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just, it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience,
Flash, thank you for the kind tip, man. Super kind of you. Love the content over the years. You could play anything and I know the video is quality. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Ronald, also, I hear you almost every week with your Destiny 2 updates. Great to hear you live for once. Cheers, pal. Appreciate it.
I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
The VR Medal of Honor experience.
Yeah, fasten your seatbelts.
That's an interesting one, right?
We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle.
Unfortunately, we cannot skip to Destiny stuff.
Started our careers working on those original set going back first.
But we're definitely in the last 30 minutes now, so
Allied Assault, and now to be
got to be ready for
beyond,
that info to be here fairly soon.
Is
I
one of the
guess.
most exciting things we've been involved with.
Billy Bob,
Awesome.
dude, thank you
so
for
much,
becoming a member. Really appreciate that once again, my friend.
In the meantime, here's a look at a
Hope
new
you've been
game
doing
that
good.
is launching tonight.
Also, JD Holmes, thank you so much.
Fractured by the magic the vow keepers.
Appreciate all the new members tonight, guys. Welcome to the channel.
Still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used. But I am a battle mage. I have broken my vow. And now I fight to break free.
All right. JT, I'm tired of dealing with Cabal so they can leave. I know, for real, right? Thank you for the tip, my friend. And Arctic, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's see where we're at with these reveals. Destiny stuff still inbound. Also, I cannot speak to exactly what this means, but Deej just tweeted, eyes up. So, maybe that means it's happening. Maybe we're gonna get it very, very, very shortly. Been a bit of a wait, guys, but it's been fun hanging out. Hope you guys are hyped up for the Destiny stuff. Let's hope we get a juicy look at some of that Stasis stuff, man. Arctic, thanks, pal. I appreciate you showing so much support, guys. Absolutely amazing. And thank you for becoming a member, my dude. Only donating because there's a lack of gold up top. You're too kind, Eddie. DMA, thank you for the tip. The hype is real. And Kao, the channel is my one-stop shop for all Destiny content. You've become legend, my dude. That is super kind of you, dude. Really appreciate you. Steven,
so many great
thank you for the
Xbox
tip there.
Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we
Appreciate
like to
you.
highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
最初タリカンの音楽を聴いた時に曲が素晴らしいだけじゃなくてアミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いましたね。日本じゃ本当に聞いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Brian, will this be a VOD after? Yes, it should go up on the channel pretty quick. So if you want to recap over anything, you should be able to see it fairly quick. I imagine if this is like a gameplay video from Bungie, like a Vidoc or a trailer, they're probably going to upload it as well. And then I'll try and get some coverage up after the stream. And I'll see if Bungie have got any additional kind of news and things like that. But yes, this should be a VOD that you can check out after. Appreciate the tip as well, man. Thank you so much. The anticipation is real. They made us wait the full 2 hours. Pretty much.
It defined my career and the fans have been there ever since.
But we got to hang out, right?
It's one of my proudest works.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
Let them come. This is their fate. One after another.
Okay, well, we got the shiny trailer things right there.
And that is best Sony PlayStation game. So,
and they're jumping straight into Sony PlayStation stuff. So definitely right there, that was focused on the kind of trailer element. We got names for some of those kind of setup subclass trees and stuff, which is pretty cool right there. And I wasn't kind of sure if they were going to jump in and have, you know, any kind of additional bits and bobs off the back of that today. So I'm just checking out a couple of the web pages right here. Why is Bungie.net gone to... okay, so I'm on the news tab right here. Let me just check. Hear me typing away.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, I spent the first half of that trailer checking that my audio was good.
All right, well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well,
I was also making sure that they weren't going to talk more about Destiny stuff immediately. All right, so on that basis, for now, I'm guessing that they're kind of done with the immediate Destiny stuff. So guys, if you want to check out the rest of the opening night live stream, like purely in itself, the link for that is down in the description below. What I'm going to do is stop my recording right here. And also just, you'll see me just drop this out in the background. But hopefully, all my stuff is going to be good. And we're probably going to see a whole bunch of the other stuff from throughout the reveals today. Right here, because I ended up with like a 40-something minute video. But it's a good opportunity to take a look at some of the stuff that they showed us. So I guess, initially, I'm just double checking what Bungie are talking about. Okay. So we've got a new Destiny 2 Beyond Light trailer. I'm just going to make sure that that isn't something different to... okay, it is the Stasis subclasses trailer. So what we'll do, initially, is I'll drop this music level, and we'll just check it again.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
Them come! This is their fate. One after another.
Pretty cool, man. So in terms of a trailer, like in itself, obviously something a little bit different. It's kind of interesting, right? Because Bungie technically have dropped a Stasis trailer already. But it's kind of annoying that I recorded such a long video of it, because I wanted to have a little look through real quick right here. If I drop this B-roll out of the way. We got that lovely media player cracking off in the background. Ronald, dude, thank you so much for the tip right there. Eddie, once again, I appreciate it. And Alec, how you guys feeling about that? How you guys feeling about the reveal we had today then? So Bungie have just posted a link to Destiny or bungie.net/Stasis, which I'm not sure if that's actually going to have some new info about Stasis, because currently it doesn't appear to have. But But right here, they kind of show off like sections of stuff from Season of Arrivals. So there is like that narrative element where we're hopping from Season of Arrivals into the Beyond Light stuff, right? Which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, as they start to get into the Stasis stuff, initially, some pretty cool shots of Europa and the Stranger looking really badass. I swear they've kind of updated the graphics and things like that, which is totally necessary. Also, those fallen giant, like, tank walker things. Okay, so we've got the Shadebinder, which is the Warlock one. I absolutely love that kind of frozen ice staff that you can just kind of send projectiles out of. And you'll see as well, like, there are a few different ways that you can kind of use it, it appears like. Maybe like a primary and then alternate attack. But is that the Hunter Revenant? Obviously with the projectiles. So this is stuff that we've kind of seen a little bit of. That is something I don't believe we'd spotted before. A kind of bouncing throwing knife for the Hunter. And then Behemoth for the Titan right here as well. Yeah, all of these seem to have kind of like multiple different attacks. So I'm not sure maybe whether we're seeing them be kind of completely interchangeable, you know? Like you can use one attack or another. Whether they're kind of like melees and all that kind of stuff. This is what I think we were hoping Bungie were going to give us a little bit more kind of technical detail on, right? While all the trailer and everything is pretty cool. The technical side of things is definitely where we're pretty curious. But I love the animations and everything like that. We're seeing a little bit, I believe, of some new armor, like some of those helmets and stuff, which maybe we've spotted as well in other kind of previews and stuff like that. So what do you guys think, man? Kind of curious for sure. I'm just going to run this in the background real quick and check out that link that Bungie put up just in case. They put Bungie / Stasis, but it's just going to a Beyond Light page at the moment. It's not like a specific Stasis page or anything. So I'm just double checking that they haven't posted like a specific info drop with more of the kind of details and things like that. If they haven't done that kind of right now, it's probably the case that they're looking towards or looking to do that, or a little bit more info potentially in TWAB, or it's stuff that we've got to wait for. But I believe there is going to be as well, guys, a another kind of point on the roadmap. I believe on Saturday Bungie are doing some interviews and things like that, so it may be the case that we get a couple more details via that, but we'll have to see. Clayton, my dude, thank you so much for all of the tips. Gotta leave. But I love you, Hanish. Keep posting amazing content. I will do my best, my friend. Eddie, once again, thank you so much for all the tips. So what are you guys thinking, man? Definitely, some of this stuff does look kind of broken inside of PvP. It's nice to get additional shots of Europa. That's something I'm curious about, like the scale of Europa. We really don't know an awful lot about it just yet. That's definitely going to hurt in the Crucible, though, right? Getting frozen on a zone like that. And someone coming in and just finishing you off. Pretty flashy stuff, guys. Definitely flashy in terms of the trailer element there, right? Being the primary focus. I guess we'll run more of it in the background. That background there looks really cool, though. On the actual stage. We've got Aramis up behind the pyramid. In the background, which is really, really cool. And that's another element for sure that we're kind of going to have to wait and get more info about, the story side of things as well. So, guys, for now, I guess that's our first initial look. I've checked the Beyond Light pages, the Stasis link that Bungie posted. And initially, we don't have any kind of, additional reveals or details. So we'll see what happens with this week at Bungie a little bit later on. If there are some cool things to talk about, I will be sure to keep you posted with a video right here. But otherwise, thank you so much for you guys hanging out today. Been absolutely awesome to kind of chill out, see what it's all about. And, of course, yeah, I imagine some of you guys maybe would have hoped for a bit more of that technical info, as we discussed before. We'll just have to wait and see, man. Bungie will definitely roll out with it in their blog posts. But I agree, we're kind of we're hungry for it right now. So either way, I will be keeping you posted on what we get. But yeah, once again, Stranger looking pretty awesome right there with those updated graphics. I really want to see how big Europa is. But guys, awesome trailer for sure. Definitely a neat trailer. Cool to get an idea of some of the names and a bit more of the flavor of all of those different Stasis abilities. Once again, I'll keep you posted here on the channel with any additional info that we get. So if you are new around here, be sure to hit subscribe. I do post a lot of Destiny news and things like that. But once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. High Voltage, thank you for the tip. Greyman also with a $20 tip. You're amazing. That is absolutely awesome of you. And you guys have been fantastic to chill with this evening. Rip PvP for real. I mean, PvP is an area where it's going to potentially really feel like kind of a big shakeup for the game, right? So that's something we're interested in finding out more about. But yes, twab. I guess I will go and get a few bits ready, guys. And hopefully we'll have some stuff worth covering shortly. But otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you to all you guys, the new members. Sam, Rip PvP, I know, right? That seems to be an overriding theme at the moment. But I appreciate the tip. And if we get any more, I'll have it posted up here for you guys a little bit later on. So once again, cheers for hanging out, my friends. And whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day. And again, thank you so much for the kindness, guys. It always blows me away when we get to hang out like this. So cheers for that. Bit of a different stream for me. And yeah, I will catch you all later on. Take it easy, my friends, and look after yourself.